What are the biggest problems facing humanity today? What are the biggest problems humans face eternally? I'm interested in complicated, hard to understand problems maybe nobody quite understands or even aware of. Why should you care? What's the skin off your back? Well, these are the core problems of being human. If I have something to offer on this front, maybe just take a gander. So where will we start? First, what is a human? A human is a word, a variable, a box in which we put ideas. A human is a complex web of associations. But I'm skeptical as to if we have the right tools in our webs for the adventure ahead. What I mean by that is I'm afraid that we might conceptualize what it means to be a human in a way that mediates our ability to get the picture that I'm going to try and give you. I would make an argument that our ideas of what a human is governed by the power relationships in the social order. That is, the primary thing that power does is frame reality. A simple way of understanding how this works is to imagine reality as a three-dimensional world, like the one you live in. What power does is position frames around the world and try and get you to see reality from the perspective of those frames. In this way, power mediates our relationship with everything. Understanding this principle leads us to what was going on when Foucault, more or less paraphrasing Nietzsche, famously said, "There are no facts independent of power." Well, think about that. What are the implications? What does it mean for what reality is? What does it mean for what humans are? What does it mean for the limitations of human knowledge? This is some of what is central in postmodernism. And that's kind of an interesting thing. I mean, how many folks do you think are even aware of this problem, let alone that there's a whole tradition of artists, musicians, writers, and thinkers that have been dealing with these kinds of problems for 75 or more years, depending on how you want to count. It's all going on right underneath our noses. But I think we're coming to a new age, a whole new paradigm. This is only now beginning to dawn on the world stage. And as William Gibson would say, it hasn't been evenly distributed. The problem with postmodernism, or I should say, the problem with postmodernism, if you imagine postmodernism as a tool set for adapting to the world we live in, what I mean is we need some new tools, and the new tools kind of turn everything that we've come to believe about the world upside down. Let's return to the question of how it is that the frames get positioned in the 3D